This one skill helped me 30 times my income in 24 months. So a little bit over 24 months ago, I was waitering. I worked as a waiter, working shifts, dropping off pizzas and pastas, and I was at that restaurant for about 3.5 years. And that was the skill that I was building. I was learning hospitality, customer service, dealing with bad customers, dealing with crazy kitchen ladies, dealing with crazy Italian mafia guys, you name it, right? The whole shebang. But the first skill that I built when I made my first bit of online cash with like decent money at 20 years old, I was cold calling after these shifts. So I want you to picture this. I'd get home from waitering at around 10:30, and from 10:30 to 11, I would have my staff meal as dinner. I would then nap from 11 o'clock in the evening to around 1 a.m. in the morning. And then I would spend an additional 2 hours going into the garage, flipping on fluorescent lights at my dad's house, and cold calling American leads for 2 hours. And with that, I hit a record month where I made 58,000 Rand, which is probably about $3,500 at 20 years old. And from there, I built the skill of sales. And from sales, I started thinking to myself, how can I increase my leverage? How can I get one level above this? And that skill was marketing. I think everyone should start in sales, but what naturally comes above sales, what naturally comes above sales is going to be the thing that feeds sales teams, and that is content and marketing. So right now, that is the skill that I'm mastering in 2026 and beyond. Right now, I actually run ads for sales teams that are in B2B and enterprise services, and then I earn a revenue share of their revenue. This is a great model for you to try in financial services, insurance. You can run it in law. You can run it in property and mortgages. You can run it in investments or private equity. You're essentially generating traffic for sales teams, creating all the ads, and then those ads feed sales teams, and then you collect either a retainer, cost per lead, or you collect a revenue share. So that's the one skill that I'm focusing on now, okay? But running a great ad all starts with solving a problem. So I want you to think about it like this. Before someone purchases a product or a service, there are a list of 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 reasons that they should not buy. And if we create ads and content that answers each question that a prospective client has, we can handle the objections in the potential customer's mind before they make that purchasing decision. So this is why marketing is a far more powerful skill set than sales. Sales is kind of like mining ore with a pickaxe, and then marketing is like mining ore with a giant excavator that can process thousands of tons a day, because you're solving way more objections at scale by answering those objections and solving those objections and easing those objections and guiding the person through solving micro problems in your ads and your marketing. So it's a much higher leverage skill. The skill that I'm now having to build is, how do I hire incredible talent to join my team? And that is going to be the next phase, is operations, hiring, and building a team. But if I was starting from scratch, I would say hospitality or getting into sales. Then you learn marketing and you learn digital media, ads, content, and whatnot. And then from there, you start thinking about operations, product, hiring, team culture, etc., right? So that's the one skill that changed my life. I hope that I've left you with some golden nuggets, and I'm wishing you an incredible week. You stay blessed by the best and have an amazing one. This has been Ben, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.